Hello and welcome back to SMT5. So I have leveled Demeter all the way up to level 99. So we now have a level 99 Demeter, which means that we are now ready to fuse Zeus. Now, to fuse Zeus, there is one other thing that I want to do. I want to make one spot in our party. Why do I need one spot in our party? Well, it's quite simple, you see. If we don't have a spot in our party, we can't get our level 99 Demeter to be in our party anymore, because we won't have space. So, we need to make space, which means either Ongi Kai, Mada, Kali, or Suanup has to go. And one of them is going to make ourselves either a Thunderbird or a Dionysus. I went into the wrong bit. But there we go. They're going to make us either a Thunderbird or a Dionysus, because those are the two remaining ones I need, and it means when we do the fusion, we should end with an extra spot in our stock. So, let's have a look and see what we can get. I think we've already done this, but we'll do another look anyway. Reverse fusion. Wait, no, we want reverse compendium. Dionysus Thunderbird. So let's sort by name. Yep, alphabet. I'll get there eventually. And then go up. Dionysus. There we go. So we just want to have a quick look here. So we'd have nobody we can fuse into this, because the only one is a sort. Actually, do I have it sorted by level still? I think I have it sorted by level. No, sort by cost again. Yeah, because that'll show the ones that we have in our party first. So yeah, we have nothing in our party that can do that. Except that it did lowest cost at the bottom, because obviously you would somehow want it lowest cost at the bottom. Anyway, this is lowest cost at the top there. Right. Let's have a look at Thunderbird. I don't understand why you would ever want to sort it by highest cost, apart from for curiosity's sake. Alright, Suanup plus a Dune will make us a Thunderbird. So this is the one we already looked at. So we now need to rebuy a Dune and Demeter. Okay. Can we do that? Well, let's see if I got enough money. 50,000 for a Dune, 105,000 for Demeter, so that's 156,000. I think we have enough money. Okay. Reverse compendium. Find ourselves Thunderbird again. Thunderbird Suanup fusing. A Dune Suanup fusing into Thunderbird, remembering that we're putting them into Zeus in the end here. Actually, let's just have a quick look at Zeus first. What? Okay, this also sorts by the same thing. But luckily, Zeus is really easy to find alphabetically. Right, so he is electric, physical, almighty-ish. Probably let's say electric, physical for Zeus. Okay? So, reverse compendium. Thunderbird. We're going to make this one. Goodbye, Suanup. You were a valiant member of our party, but it is time for you to leave, because you shouldn't have been here this long anyway. If I had to go for something, I'd go Life Spring, High Restore. I don't think Null Elect is going to be needed. I don't think Null Fire is going to... Well, what is his... I think he's only weak to Force. We'll check. You know, if we're going to make something perfect, we might as well check, right? Yeah, only weak to Force, so we don't need the other ones. So, oh, yeah, stick with this one. It's around this way. So, Life Spring is fine. High Restore is fine. Bakunda is fine, but I think he... Actually, no, he already has a better version of that. Anything else? Energy Drain is fine. Azudine is fine. Bufadine is fine. Right? They're not going to be great, but we'll go with that. Right. Fuse.
Is this demon to your liking?
Yes, this is insanely to my liking. So that now gives us Thunderbird. Okay, Masakunda, don't need it. Concentrate, don't need it. Do I take Great Life Spring over one of the others? Yeah, let's put it over, like, Bufadine for just now. It's unlikely we'll take them both on Zeus, but who knows? Maybe we just will for some reason. Right, so now I want to immediately, because we should have a space in our party, I want to immediately rebuy a Dune.
Will you summon a demon?
Yep. Right. So we should now have a full party. Yep. Just checking that we're on the same page all the way through. I can now make ourselves Zeus, which is the... Well, just to confirm it. By unregistered. Go to the top. Zeus is the last unregistered one that we have. We now get a level 99 Zeus with insane agility stats. Let's go. So, he gets Keranos. Severe strength-based electric attack to one foe. Cool. 2 to 5 weak almighty attacks. I was also just thinking here, right? What if I made a Dionysus? Hear me out. Currently, Zeus is getting these stats, right? If we had a more powerful Dionysus, Zeus would get higher stats and he'd be at the same level. Okay. And is there anything I can make a Dionysus out of? That's the next question. Like, I think there was nothing, but... Wait, was this sorted by? Unregistered? Yeah, but that should just sort by level then? Yeah, and Dionysus is level 40 something. Why am I confused? I don't know. Dionysus. There was nothing, right? We can make Dionysus out of Thunderbird. Well, that doesn't help us. Thunderbird's the one singular one that we don't want to make. If I was to sort this by level... Now, this is the highest level. I don't want to do it at Thunderbird. Let's say I made this Dionysus. Do I think this is going to increase our stats by that much? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's still Thunderbird. I would need to... Basically, whatever I do, I need to clear a space in our party if I was going to do it. Do I have space to clear a space? Do I have the ability to clear a space? Yes, because I could take a Dune out. Well, if I was going to take a Dune out, I probably shouldn't have spent that 50,000. Right, let's take it. If I take a Dune out of our party, make Dionysus, make Zeus, rebuy a Dune and Demeter, reset, right? Yes. Okay. So just to prove whether this actually makes a difference, let's have a look at him. So he's got 109 strength. That's the only one we're going to look at. 109 strength. Right. Check party. Idun, you're going to be removed from our party. I'm very sorry. Right. Now, we are going to reverse compendium the highest level Dionysus that we can make, which is going to be this. No, which isn't Thunderbird. It's going to be this one. Okay. It doesn't really matter what we give him, but like Fry Cudgel's probably pretty good. High Fizz Pleroma's pretty good. Almighty Pleroma's pretty good. Actually, now while we're at it, this one's pretty good as well. Let's go with that.
Is this demon to your liking?
Fuse the Dionysus. Okay. It doesn't cost quite as much as it said there, because we do get a little bit of money back later. We don't need any of these ones. We get money back later because we're not paying for the Dionysus from our compendium. There we go. Also one of the more powerful Dionysuses that you're ever going to see in the game. Right. We're going to register both of these. Oh, meant to just register all, but I guess I'll register them two individually. We are then going to special fusion Zeus, who now gets a whole 3 strength increase for all of that work for 3 strength. Okay, well, sure. One thing that we did get, though, is we did get some better things to pass along. Like the high fizz pleroma. That seems pretty good. Let's look at what he's got first, though. So he's got Keranos, severe strength-based electric attack. Cool. Which ignores affinity resistance and pierces through. Very cool ability. 2 to 5 weak almighty attacks to random foes. I do not think this is good. However, we do also have high elect pleroma coming up, which was probably going to be what we could replace it with. Panta Spine, or Spain. So this is medium physical attack to all foes, lowers target's attack defense by 1 round. I think this is going to be very useful in the Demi-Fiend fight. Cool, we'll take it. Increases the damage of next attack and adds pierce effect for self. I also do not think this will be that very useful. Especially if we're planning on using Keranos. I think that would just be terrible. I mean, it could be useful if we use it with this one, because then we're piercing and applying, which means we can apply this to things that have a physical nullification, which would be good. But apart from that, not so good. We don't need either of these because we're getting Maziobarian. Do I want Frykudgel? No, because Keranos is better. Under every circumstance, Keranos is better, apart from the fact that this is a high chance of critical. Okay. We don't need critical aura, because if we were gonna use a buff, we would use Impaler's Animus. Okay. High Restore is probably pretty good. So I think High Restore, I think High Fizz Pleroma is a guarantee, I think Null Force is a guarantee, right? They are not going anywhere. I think Great Life Spring has a place in our team. I think that we're probably going to give him High Elect Pleroma. Am I taking Maziobarian? Potentially. Our magic isn't terrible, and the ability to hit everything would be nice. Impaler's Animus works into that as well. If we were going to hit everything, why would we not use the attack and defense down? Great questions. Okay. So High Elect Pleroma on there. We got 1 space, I think. I think we got 1 space. I'm not using Almighty because I'm going to get rid of Madness Glint. High Restore would be nice, but we're not critting currently. But we could crit in theory. What's Acrobat's Kick? Always lands critical hits. Interesting, actually. It's not good, but filling that last spot with the piercing through always crit physical move could be our plan. So like maybe every second. So what we would do is we would do that on the second go round. We use Impaler's Animus, and then we would on the next turn crit, and then use Panta Span or Spain, and then do that. That'd be interesting. I might take this purely to like say that's what we're gonna have in our team. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good. We're taking that not because we're gonna use it, but because it's going to be a part of what we're gonna use. I think that makes sense. Set. Lore. I think we've read this, but anyway, we'll read it again, probably for the 3rd time. The main deity of Greek mythology, said to be omnipotent, he is both the god of sky and ruler of the 12 gods of Olympus. He is the son of the Titan Kronos and brother to both Hades and Poseidon. Upon defeating his father, he claimed the right to rule the entire universe. He also fathered many children of not only goddesses, but a number of human women as well. Did he not? I thought he had a child with like... Oh no, he had a child as a swan or something like that. He got around. Anyway, I might be mixing him up with someone else. Oh no, I think he was the swan. I was wondering whether I was mixing up with Loki, but Loki was the horse.
Onward to glory.
And I guess technically, did Loki father the horse? I thought Loki gave birth to the horse. So maybe that... You're getting into weird territory. Anyway. I don't need that one. High Elect Pleroma is better than Madness Glint. I think Madness Glint is terrible. Drain Elect is cool. Not what we're after. We're not going to use them for drain electricity. We're going to use them for lowering attack and defense with one move. It's incredible. I need to go back into World of Shadows. I know. I clicked away, but I know we have to go back.
Welcome.
Right. Demon Compendium. View Compendium.
Will you summon a demon?
Yep. So actually it caps at 95% if you get every demon in a single route. Wow. Okay. So that last 5% is all New Game Plus, effectively. Because you can't get them in a single route. Interesting. Right. So, let's go all the way out here. So, part number 1. Get demons done. We have, effectively, our final roster of demons. Now, I did say I want them all to be useful. So we'll try and get there. We might not get there, but we'll try and get there. So Chi-Yu, I think your job has just been taken by Zeus. Right? I think that's fair. Now, healer job is a Dune. I think a Dune over Demeter. Yeah. And over Duna, potentially. And then the... Alright, so Zeus, I'm actually thinking you're going that slot. Because I want you to do your things last. Yeah. Amana Zako could go in this slot. It would be nice to use her. I don't think she's the best option. Can I move these people around? Oh, you can sort by different things. Oh, that's interesting. I want to just choose the order, but that's, I guess you can't do that. I mean, you could by like dismissing and rebuying, but let's not do that. Is Shiva somebody who's gonna... Let's work out who's gonna go into our party. Shiva? Shiva has Yabusame shot, which does mean that does make them pretty good. Lower in defense. I think Shiva is competing for Zeus's spot, actually. Yeah, I think Shiva's is competing for Zeus's spot. Do we think Shiva is better than Zeus? I think the attack down makes Zeus slightly better, but Shiva can apply every single turn without fail. Let's try... I think Shiva for damage, right? I think for damage, Shiva is better. I think Zeus has a potential place in our party. I think that's better. Now, Danu, we could bring in as well as a Dune. She has the ability to do buffs and heals as a Dune does. She has the ability to apply debuffs to enemies, if we could. She has an ice attack that's going to do a lot of damage. There's something there. We do have some, like Mada. I'm not entirely sure why we would use you. I guess Debilitate is kind of it. Debilitate plus criticals. Gabriel is kind of outclassed, but has a bit of ice stuff going on. I'm just looking at people who I don't like in our party. You resist a ton of different effects, so if enemies were trying to apply these like poison and sleep to us, we could stick you out there to block it and give us a way to remove things. That could work. Kali has problems in our party. I think Kali and Ongi Kai are the two like outliers, and what's funny is their skill set is almost exactly the same. Trumpeter is probably our best second slot, right? I think Trumpeter is our best second slot. My logic for this is 1, has the highest magic stat, right? 2, has Safeguard, and has very powerful AoE abilities, right? I think all of those together make Trumpeter really strong. Yeah, like in this slot. That's good. Let's go with it. Like, let's go with this as our main party. I think the backup, we're looking Zeus, Zeus for Shiva, Danu for Idun, Demeter for Idun. Can I move these? No, you still can't, every time. Now, Beelzebub is also an option. His Death Flies is really good. Debilitate is really good as well. Actually, Beelzebub is also going for Shiva's slot. Let's put Beelzebub in Shiva's slot. Yeah. Let's try that. That sounds interesting. What we could also do... Oh no, I guess we do want us to go first because we've got the auto crit. I was thinking what we could do is put somebody else first and put us further down the line, but I think this is fine. Okay. This is a potential party for us. Is there anything that we've got that we want to immediately do? Let's just start fixing one thing at a time. Oh, one thing that we should do, before we do anything else, is we should do our miracle. Because we've got enough glory now to do an extra miracle. Because I used a glory crystal from last time off camera. There we go. So we now have physical mastery 5, which I think is the obvious choice for us here. Because we're using Yabasami shot all the time. So +9 on that is pretty good. Right. So that now means that we have the 29 cost version of that ability. Cool, so we're sorted. Trumpeter is as buffed as he ever needs to be for the abilities that we're getting him to use. Idun. +5, +5. Oh, let's look at nullifications as well. That's kind of interesting. So currently we reflect... Oh, you know what we want to do? We want to switch ourselves to Trumpeter, right? Yeah. We want to switch ourselves to Trumpeter's resistances, which we can do with essences.
Welcome
yeah, let's do that. Although, what I was thinking was if we looked at our party, we'd be like, nullifies physical, light, dark, reflects ice, nullifies electricity, ice, nullifies electricity, force, and dark. You see what I'm looking at here? So I'm like, we're actually doubling up on some of our resistances. If they hit us with a lot of fire and ice, or if they hit us with a lot of fire, we have a huge hole in our team, right? It's just something to think about. I still think that our best essence to choose is Trumpeters, because Trumpeter resists all of those, is immune to 2, is immune to sleep and seal, and it's just good. I think that this is the best. These are the best affinities you could get. For staying alive for the main character, these are great. You can't really be taking out the fight in any meaningful way, or I suppose you could be charmed or something, right? But a couple of meaningful ways of being taken out of the fight are gone. You resist a ton. You don't resist physical, but we have a nullify physical on other people. You completely take away the ones that can kill you in one shot. Yeah, I think this is what we want to do. So those, I think, are the best way that we can handle that. Right. Let's go back into here. Have a look at our party. So, Beelzebub is our dark user, and it's going to hit them with debilitate. So we want to give Beelzebub the buffs for those two things, right? Assuming this is the party we're happy with. So let's go... It's not ailment, it's support potential. So 3, 4, 5. So Beelzebub now has a max support, which means that 100 cost thing now costs 89. Much better. Now, we're going to give you a couple of dark ones. These are not going to do as much, but they will increase the damage of it, which is the more important thing on the dark ones. So +9 dark potential. Also very funny that Beelzebub doesn't have anything close to that to start with. We're now looking at a 71 cost a dark move, which is better, right? It's still not insane, but it's better than it was. Let's go down our list. Anyone else we can think of? Well, secondary team, Shiva, right? Shiva, we're bringing along for Tandava and Yabusame shot. So Tandava is the one that costs the most here. I want to decrease that cost by so much. So let's see what we can do. I mean, depending on how it goes, we might try this fight multiple times. As in, well, 1, we might die. But 2, like, we may try out a different selection of demons in it if we like the fight. Might not. If the fight is something that we're like, we're done. Like, if it's the same difficulty as the Shiva fight, we might go, no, I'm out. But there you go. So Tandava now costs 95, which means we can cast that 4 times. 4 times is not insane, but it's better. Like, there's definitely some positives there. Now, Boon Boost with Tandava means that that'll be a 5-turn debuff, maybe? So maybe what we want to be doing is looking at these and thinking, hey, maybe if we raise them up, we can use them as ways of attacking while keeping our MP high. I don't know. Let's have a look at physical. Battle Sutras are going to be difficult to come by. I think we give some to Shiva. Okay, so Shiva's now a +9. One too many B button presses there. So that is now the 29 cost version of that, and we also have Hades Blast. Probably don't need it. We could potentially change Hades Blast for something else, like maybe Great Mana Spring. That's something to think about. Now I want to change Acrobat Kick. Yeah. So I want to give Zeus the remainder of our Battle Sutras, if we can. So he's not going to get to a +9, but he's going to be well close to +8. Pretty much the same thing here. I'm also going to give him Elect Sutras, so he's up to +9. Okay, so now if we have a look at Zeus, that is a 29 cost Cranuus, and a 42 cost Panta Span. So for Zeus, we're looking for Yabasami Shot. For Shiva, we're looking for the one for like Great Mana Spring or something.
Well,
so Apotheosis, Essence Fusion. Shiva, we're looking for Great Mana Spring. You're the one I'm looking at for Zeus, right? Yeah. Zeus, Chiyu, Yabasami Shot, and then the rest of them I think are just going to be the same. I probably can't give you 2 high physical aromas. No, I cannot. Okay. So that's Zeus there. This is a 33 cost, so it costs 4 more than on other people, but it's not really... like, his purpose is not to use that. His purpose is only to use that
how is this?
Like, to knock the turn forward, if we need it. Okay, Shiva. We are looking for high mana something. Like spring, I think it is. High mana spring. Or mana spring. Either would do. As long as we get one of them. I'm just, whenever I see one that's close, I'm just slowing down a second. Go, is that right? Nope, none of them. Hopefully I'm not skipping any. I'm not even looking at the right hand side right now. I'm just like scrolling through. Don't think Mana Aid? No, that's the wrong one. Oh, we're down to like yeah, we're down quite a few levels here. Safeguard on that. That's interesting. Awagami Type 10 Safeguard. Okay. None of these are needed. Great Mana Spring. Titania. Right. So. Oh, not Hades Blast. Literally the one that we don't want. You got anything else that's good? No. Alright. Great Mana Spring means that we can cast Tandava an extra couple times. That's all we needed that's all we needed out of that.
How is this?
That is great. Okay. Cool. I think that this is a good baseline to attack the Demi-Fiend with. Do I think we're going to defeat the Demi-Fiend this time? No. But I think it's a good baseline. And there's some other stuff I want to do for a future video. So it would kind of work out nicely if we try the Demi-Fiend this time. And then we can mix it up, do some of that other stuff, like reading of all the descriptions we've got left. And we also got somebody who put all the interactions that we haven't had between demons in the Discord as well. So I would like to do them. So we may do like a whole video where we got some of that and then some more Demi-Fiend fight next time. So we can have a look at that. Either that or we defeat the Demi-Fiend first time and, you know, we just have a video where we round up. But I suspect, given that this fight has been, you know, it's been bigged up a little bit, it might be difficult. So, let's go try it. I was just thinking here, one other thing that we should do. Pick up all of these red orbs around the edge, just make sure that our Magatsuhi is high. I can't remember whether it is or not. I suspect I left it high, because I don't remember using it, but there you go. Get a couple of orbs just to be sure. Right. Let's go. It's us versus the Demi-Fiend. Will you face the Demi-Fiend? Of course I will.
Oh, wow! And that albino really did make it all the way here, huh? I know what you're after. You gathered all those menorahs so you can go toe-to-toe with the Demi-Fiend, is that it? Well, I hope you're ready. He's a tough one, you know.
Let's go. Attack down is a great start. So, I believe the mechanic at the very base. Ow. That's terrifying. Anyway, I believe the base mechanic is he's going to summon enemies. You have to kill the enemies. If you don't kill the enemies, he will kill you. And that's the baseline mechanic. Now, we are extremely hurt. I think Eternal Prayer makes sense as our first move. It heals up a Dune, and gets rid of 2 lots of Seal, which is great for us. Yeah, I think this is the right move. So fully healed. Okay. Now, do I know what these guys are weak to? No. This is kind of a problem. I would love to use a Spyglass on the Demi-Fiend. However, we can. I think using this makes a lot of sense. Okay, they have a lot of health. You have Retaliate. Good to know. Okay, next up. How are we looking on resistances? So 2 resists, 1 reflects, nothing. Now, can I remember what any of these guys are weak to? I think that Pixie is weak to Force. Pixie isn't, but Elephant is. Okay. I'm going to immediately use Golden Apple to heal us up. Beelzebub. Debilitate. Perfect option on this turn.
Think you can
Lowers all stats including defense. It's a good one. Now, I am going to be hit by a retaliate from this one. It's our only option. Okay. I think this makes sense again. It's going to hit the one at the back. You might be weak to ice, maybe, but I'm not sure. I know you use electricity, which is why I don't think it's electricity. I know it's one of the first 4 because you're a basic enemy. I think this is the most sensible thing to do, because we have a weakness that we can hit guaranteed. I think Khadun using a second golden apple here, again, makes sense. And I think Beelzebub using another debilitate makes sense. All of that's just very sensible things to do. That crit is horrible. You just removed all my stat buffs. I needed those. You removed your stat debuffs. Okay, well this is horrible. Well, we resist. Okay. Wait, did we have an absorb on Beelzebub on that one? We did. Okay. So buffs are very temporary, so spending a turn buffing up, not a good idea. We could spend a turn testing Thelastic Calamity or Ragnarok. I'm going to do another one of these. I know this might seem foolish, but I think it's the right move. I think Mazambarian makes sense to hit the elephant again. Bowl makes sense. Beelzebub, we know debilitate is probably not our right option here. Do you have not Spyglass, do you have Safeguard? You do. We could try Death Flies, which will set your defense to a min. Oh no, that's I'm thinking the wrong one. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna use a Spyglass onto the Demi-Fiend. Let's see what we're working with here. Resist everything. Alright. Once an ordinary high school student, now the bane of God's creation on the whim of a certain blonde-haired child who is made to survive the conception, but at the cost of a gruesome transformation. After emerging from the Shinjuku medical center with the body of a demon, he became the Demi-Fiend of legend as prophesied by the scripture of Miroku. Awesome. You get his essence if you kill him? Oh, cool. Okay. I'm kind of feeling screwed. We could try this again. We know that, we know that we're going to heal on a Dune's turn. I get the feeling I'm not doing enough damage. Like, just straight up, just not doing enough damage. Alright, a Dune. Golden Apple. I think maybe spending the turn buffing was a very bad call. Death Flies. Let's see what happens. The cool move, a weakness on Pixie. Alright. Another crit. Except we're less buffed than last time. They're really going for Beelzebub. Again, Beelzebub taking a hitting from that one. We resist. Idun cease to exist. Okay. And Beelzebub's down. No Beelzebub lives. Alright. Well, I would say that we probably want Danu. Danu would seem like a sensible option right now. Welcome to the squad. Danu.
Your turn, go!
Okay. Mazambarian, might as well focus on the one that we can actually do damage to consistently. Matriarch's Love. I guess we'll do that. It's not a great heal for Beelzebub, but we'll take it. Death Flies, hitting a weakness again is good. For maxed Magatsuhi, could Waters of Youth. I think we Fry Cudgel. We Fry Cudgel Pixie. Haven't got her yet. Okay. You know you reflect that. Don't know how they feel about fire yet. I was trying to think of a way to target Pixie. Maybe we'll just do Divine Arrowfall. No, it's still not hitting her for enough. Azambarian. Yeah, next turn we'll get some kills, but that's if we have a next turn. Alright, that's a big crit onto us. I would love another turn so I can look at what Deadly Fury does, please. Hey, a miss is great. That's 2 turns off. We resist. Whittled Goat. Oh. Danu lived. We're dead. Oh, wow. Okay. That was a little reality check for us. You might have thought that we were quite strong. Turns out, we weren't. We are actually, yeah, not strong at all. Interesting. Alright. What did we learn from the first attempt at the Demi-Fiend fight? Well, we learned that our party probably needs a change up. I think Adune's value has gone down significantly. Why? Golden Apple is not as good as it was before. Now, it being a buff is still nice, but the fact that they remove the buff obviously lowers its value. Beelzebub's rankings have gone down significantly. Why? Well, because Debilitate is terrible. However, Deathflies was pretty good. Tandava from Shiva has gone up a lot. Again, why? Well, this lowers defense to a minimum. Means we don't need to have multiple turns of hitting it to lower defense, and it damages plus doing a lower at the same time. I think Shiva immediately goes into the squad. I think Shiva fills a good role. Now, Trumpeter was still good. Do we think Trumpeter is the best for the position? Well, that's an interesting one. Trumpeter, undoubtedly, is good with the force move, right? It was hitting that elephant over and over again. However, even with 148 magic, he was not really putting a dent in that thing. I don't really know what you're meant to do with that. I just have multiple people attacking. Maybe Shiva plus Trumpeter is the plan, right? So we would do something like this. So Yabasami shot I think is fine. I think Yabasami shot again is fine. Even though we know we're going to get hit with Retaliate. Yabasami. I think that actually a full heal has gone up in value. So I think Elusian Harvest has gone up in value by quite a lot. Because we only really need the heal here. Being weak to fire is unfortunate, but I think that that is good. High heal Pleroma not that useful on this character due to always full healing, but whatever, right? So crit, overheal, hit with your force. Crit, lower, like lower your, yeah, like lower stats maybe with Tandava. Hit a weakness, and then again use your force move. Yeah, I think we could try that. I mean, the first attempt was very short, so we could try another one. Oh, one thing that I want to do as well, before we go into this one, because I want to hit a weakness, I want to use items. So what I'm going to very quickly do is just check that we got some items, like force gems we could probably have a few more of.
Say,
In fact, every gem I'm just going to buy up to max.
Say thanks.
That's fine.
Say thanks. Say
Another gem up to max. Another gem up to max. There you go.
Say thanks.
That's fine. I don't think dampeners are useful. I think that is probably fine. I don't know if we need shards. I think having all the gems filled is good. I also think maybe going in with full MP on Shiva would be useful. I assume Shiva doesn't have full MP because we raised max MP. Let's Chronicle Deeds here. I'm deliberately saving in this position rather than saving in the other one, just because I suspect we're going to want to come back here when we want to do changes. Right. Into the Hall of Chaos once more. I believe I was Max Magatsuhi as well, because we didn't get a Max Magatsuhi message yet. We had Max Magatsuhi when we went in there. Let's just try again. We've made very minimal changes, but I would like to at least kill one member of their team. Yes, let's do the Demi-Fiend fight. I am going to skip. It is very cool. Let's see what happens. Now we do also have a lot of stat raising items that we could use. Defense down is interesting. However, last time he did almost kill us. Am I allowed to be mad at that? He killed somebody before I got a turn. What am I meant to do with that? And you sealed Shiva. Like, what am I meant to do? Alright, Balm of Life. Alright, let's think about this. Okay, it makes more sense to bring in Idun. You will understand. This makes sense. Now, to get us started, I am going to use a Force Gem on this thing. Okay. Now, we're going to use Eternal Prayer, which will res Demeter. We're then going to change, put Demeter back in the party. She could use a Vitality up, is what I'm getting from this here. Now we only have 3 turns, which is unfortunate because we need more than that. Let's do that first. Gonna follow it up with a Kanabi Veil. And then I want to check something about one of your abilities, Demi-Fiend. I can't. I know that one of them doesn't pierce through. I'm going to assume that not all of your abilities can pierce through. And I'm going to use a Fizz Dampener. That's our plan. Where's my Fizz Dampeners? Do I have it? I have a Fizz Dampener, yeah. Okay, let's go. So we're good against physical moves. That should block 2 members of his team. I block. I say no. A Zanbarian, it should be fine. We block. Okay. Lowered my stats. I'm annoyed, but like, I'm not surprised. So that would be a Danu thing, fixing our lowered stats. Alright, weak hit. We knew we were being hit by Retaliate. That's fine. You are also going to weak hit. Again, we knew we were being hit by Retaliate. This is not news. We're then going to use this one. Everybody is extremely healed. Trumpeter. Mazambari. We've hit the elephant. Our turn. I can Kanabi Veil. We're good to do that. Tandava. Lots of damage, but mostly the defense lowering is what we're after here. We could Luster Candy. That's a lot of MP down. I think we pass. Then we let you hit my Zambarian. Okay, that did 2,000 damage to the back guy. Magatsuhi is about maxed out. We got crit. We might need a nullifying physical on the main character. A reflecting physical would be useful in general. Okay. That's fine. Resist. Please stop lowering my stats. Alright, so Danu's value has gone up significantly due to my stats being lowered. This probably doesn't even get rid of my stat lowering. You know what? Piercing Aura. Screw it. Damage. That's our new path to victory. Damage. Ragnarok. None of that was a weakness. Good to know. Meziobarian. 2 weaknesses on electricity. Interesting. Do we have any resistances? Not resistances. Do we have any blocking? Electricity would be a good one for the first turns. Okay. Luster Candy is probably okay. A Zanbarian, though, hits a weakness. Nice. Trumpeter. My Zanbarian. Good damage. I do want to heal. Maybe I just use the chain on this turn. My goal is to kill 1. A Zeobarian. Your goal? I don't know. You know what? Screw it. This isn't a winning attempt. This is a surviving attempt. Fizz down. No, I block. Applied poison. Yeah. Alright, so Danu's value has gone up about 1 million times in this fight. Demeter, I appreciate what you've done here. Danu, you're on the squad.
Let's go.
Ow. Shiva. Meziobarian. 2 weaknesses hit. Danu. Matriarch's Love. Right. Trumpeter. Zambarian. He's almost down. Repeat, the elephant is almost down. We didn't hit this guy with fire last time, so we don't know whether it's weak to it or not, but we know that fire can hit everything. Okay. What's their defense? What are their defenses like? Still lowered? Alright, Meziobarian. We killed something on the enemy side. Right, Matriarch's Love. Again, just a big heal. We don't know how they feel about ice. This is a good point to find out how they feel about ice. Alright, neutral to ice. Calls allies. That's fine. Resist. Luster Candy is fine as well, technically. Oh. Laser eyes. Okay, we're good. No issues. No problems. Okay, so if you can kill 1, he doesn't use Gaia Rage to instant kill you. Good info. So the goal is basically kill 1. Which should become easier and easier because they shouldn't all start with full health every time. Tandava needs to be reapplied. Right. Danu. Instead of doing that, you're going to chuck a little bead onto Shiva here. Because he's the only person who's actually hurt. Trumpeter. I think ice is a good hit because it could potentially be Cerberus's weakness. It is Cerberus's weakness. Nice. With that knowledge, Tholastic Calamity has gone up in priority. It didn't hit the one person who's weak to ice. I kind of hate it. Okay, you. Little Chakra Pot onto Shiva. Okay. Magatsuhi Max. We did get crit. Again, the ability to reflect physical would be of great value to us. We absorbed fire. We're still alive. Tholastic Calamity.
Ocean, heed my call.
Starting to feel like Tholastic Calamity might not be as good as like a consistent ice attack. Because, you know, we're facing 4 enemies. We're not getting the benefit of the multi-hit against them. Zeobarian. Nice. 2 are low in health. Danu. Again, I'm thinking Feed is the correct option for healing here. Trumpeter. And Bufubarian. It still hits a weakness, so that's still good. Now, I think Piercing Aura actually seems pretty cool, but probably not for this turn. I think Tholastic Calamity is still the right option. Okay. Shiva. Zeobarian. Okay. Danu. I can hit that on Cerberus, but I don't really want to use your MP for damage. Could try Slumber Vortex. Does he nullify or does he resist? I don't know. You know what we do this on this turn? Because it's an investigation thing, we Spyglass him. Because I need to know what, like, is it nullification or resist is huge. Resist? Okay, we can use that. Okay, in the future we can use that. We did not manage to kill Kukulane, so we are probably dead. Resist is good. Almighty damage hurts. You lowered my stats again.
It's killing time.
We resist. Alright, and now he kills us. No. She survived. Enduring Soul. We survived. Whittled Goat. Survived is, of course, a relative term. We do have some problems currently. Welcome to the squad, Zeus, problem solver.
Your turn. Go!
So far, we haven't seen anything that resists physical. This probably means that Zeus's ability is pretty good. I'm thinking hit, heal. I think killing him is a good idea. That does 4,500 damage. You insane? That's incredible. Alright. Tholastic Calamity? Kanabi Veil. Yeah, that's the sensible move. So he calls in a new ally. Welcome Thor, God of Thunder.
Time to die.
I block. Danu is alive. Is dead. But we are alive. Welcome back to the squad. Idun.
Let's go.
Zeus. Zeus. Now I could hit this If Thor has Retaliate, this is potentially dangerous, but it could potentially give us another turn and kill Pixie. I was checking whether he had the ability to, like, whether he had a block on physical. He does not. Do it.
Now then, how's this?
No retaliates. Nice. Eternal Prayer. You know what's next? We're swapping out for Danu.
Come!
What a turn. Right, now we have to hit Pixie and kill Pixie, right? So this seems like a great option to do that, as does this option. So, Elastic Calamity. It killed Pixie. Call allies, waste a turn as well. That's Jack Frost. The loudest ability I've ever heard. We resist, mostly. You've killed 2 members of the squad. Okay, how are we looking in terms of damage to the Demi-Fiend, by the way? I don't want to talk about it. I actually think this attempt was pretty good for learning. Okay. What's the plan? What's the plan? Idun. Idun is the plan. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, bring in Idun. That'll fix things. Then we're gonna use Eternal Prayer. Never fails. Right. Next up, we're gonna change to somebody who has an ice reflection. Why are we changing to somebody who has an ice reflection, you might ask? Well, because I think he's going to use an ice move on Jack Frost's turn. If we have ice reflection, it ends his turn, thereby giving us another turn. We have 1 ice reflection on the team. That belongs to, I've lost him again, to Vasuki. So therefore, you are on the squad. Due to being literally the only person with the thing I need. We're alive. Still technically alive. I think we're dead. We're dead. Alright, well, what did we learn? We learned that Zeus does 4,000 damage with a singular attack. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We learned electricity is king. Okay. So, at least for the first fight. So if I had to rearrange our party, I would do this for our first one. So, Yabasami shot, electricity on the right hand person, or it doesn't really matter. Let's say on Kukulane. Demeter, you are rejected. We now go with Danu, because Danu can remove the with Matriarch's Love, she removes our debuffs, which is very nice. So she's probably like our healer going forward. I suspect she's going to be our main healer. She might be the person that we dump stats into for like survival. Shiva has both an electricity AoE and has Tandava, which can lower defense. So what it would probably be is Yabasami shot, electricity hit. Like you're just chilling at this point. I don't think you need Lust or Candy. We're not going to be raising our stats. That just isn't a mechanic. Maybe Slumber Vortex? And maybe we just throw it out, see what we get. You would then use Tandava on turn 1. Then it would be more like, you know, lightning. Or like, sorry, we don't even have an electricity move. Maybe we want an electricity move. Are there any moves of ours which are like not good anymore? Like Wrath Tempest isn't good for this fight. Ragnarok is fairly terrible, as is Thelastic Calamity. Both of these would be much better with a severe version, like severe AoE. I would be better with severe electric, severe fire, and severe ice. Honestly, I don't think Divine Arrowfall is doing anything in this fight. It could, but I don't think it is. Kanabi Veil is okay. It's not fast enough for the fight though. Yeah, so we got room to expand. We definitely have room to expand in what we've got going here. Like probably get rid of Wrath Tempest, get rid of Elastic Calamity, get rid of Ragnarok, get rid of Divine Arrowfall, and replace them with better things. I don't know what the better things necessarily are. I mean, in terms of almighty damage, we're not going to beat that one, but do we need almighty damage, or do we need the ability to trigger another turn? I think we need the ability to trigger another turn. I think Yabusami Shot is okay, but it's kind of something that we want to have as a second option, not as a first option. Yeah. Okay. There's stuff to think about. Anyway, as I said, I expected to lose. We're going to go in with new stuff next time. We're going to go in with new plans. We're going to go in with new powered up demons. We're going to try it again. But we're also going to try and get a couple of our descriptions that we're missing done. We're going to try and get a couple of the random meetings that you can do with other demons done. Now that both of those might involve us loading up other saves, which is fine because there are some demons that we missed in some. I think there are some unique interactions that are done with demons on certain routes, so that'll be kind of cool. And anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.